thank you for this opportunity to come before you today and discuss a couple of issues I have in reference to this. Let me first say that I am an advocate of the volunteer system that we have in Houston County. I support them all the way in any efforts they may have. My family has supported the volunteers in the Houston County area for 54 years. I am a professional. I'm not a volunteer. I do this every day because this is what I was trained to do since I was 10 years old. This is what my people do. We look at it as the situation to where we have the numbers in front of us show us emphatically that to have one paramedic unit run 24 hours a day in Houston County will cost $100,000. So whatever this tag money creates, which is roughly $500,000, will be gone in a second if that money is not used properly. More than equipment, it has to be used in a fact where these people understand that they have to go out here and aggressively try to regroup and get their money back for their services rendered. That is where it's all at. Now, I know I'm the elephant in the room here. I haven't heard Pilcher mentioned very much, but for 54 years I've been here. I've been handling the job, regardless of what happened, who was in the volunteer business, one in, one out. For an instance, let's just look at here. In 2017, I made 1,612 calls in Houston County. The other agencies made 2,726. In 18, I made 1,459 calls in the county, and the other agencies made 3,233 calls. In 2019, I made 1,232 calls, and they made 3,911 calls. I tell you here today, I do not believe, without Pilcher Ambulance Service being in this formula, that this can be done. I do not see it. I do not see it because of the fact that the paramedic shortage, the EMT shortage, it's a nationwide problem. It has affected Pilcher Ambulance, it's affected the Dothan Fire Department, and it has most definitely affected the volunteers in the field. It's not going away. Reimbursement is awful for what these people do, like Mr. Stokes said, for what we have to charge for what we do, and a reimbursement on Medicaid being $44 is an insult. I don't know any other business that can maintain losses like this and be able to survive. The only way we're able to survive, and I'll be quite honest and frank with you, is Jesus Christ. That's the only way we're able to make it. We wake up every morning and we give Him thanks for what we do to give us the ability to go out here and take care of the sick and injured. That's why on every one of my ambulances, I got Jesus first. I can't do it without Him. Our people can't do it without that. This article here, and once again, let me say, I applaud the volunteers for getting together and doing this. We tried to do something like this about 35 years ago, where we had an organization, myself, the Dothan Fire Department, several members of the volunteers, to try to work something out similar to this, and it never got off the ground. This document is so vague, and the distribution of these funds is so mysterious. I don't know how that you can take a community like Columbia that maybe makes, they got 500 people, and you have another Columbia area like Rehoboth that has 5,000 people. How do you divide this? This is a very delicate technical situation. It's gonna take a lot of people involved to make this work. And I'm just saying what I see here, and my company has made it work. I'm not trying to take it, if they can go out and do this and make it work, more power to them. I just don't see it being able to work unless there's some entity, whether it's Pilcher Ambulance Service or ABC Ambulance Service, being out there and being in a position to back them up just due to the fact of the paramedic EMT situation the way that it is. I applaud everybody trying to get together and come together on something like this and make it work. But I don't see my name up here on being involved with this procedure and this document. With the numbers that I've given you today, to justify what I do in the county every day, backing all the rescue squads up that I do, granted, I will say this, they have stepped up. I give Mr. Stokes the credit for that. Everybody's stepped up. Wonderful, perfect. But there's still Webb out there. There's still Taylor out there. There's still Rehoboth out there. There's still Southern Junction out there. You know, there's a lot of areas out there that have to be covered. And I'm willing to do what I can do to help all of them. But I truly believe this document, it needs to be looked at a little more in depth. We don't need to rush into this thing. It needs to be looked at, because once this goes into motion, it'll be hard to turn it around. It's like the healthcare initiative we got out here. Right now, everybody thought the healthcare initiative was the answer to our medical problems in this country. It has destroyed the medical field as we know it. It is not working. It's like trying to stick your finger in a dike in a dam. It is crumbling down around us. In closing, I thank you for the opportunity to come up here and talk to you about this. I offer my assistance any way possible to the formulation of an agreement that will work for everyone's interest involved. And I hope you all have a good day.
Anybody else?